Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays Monster Train. Thanks for all the support on the series so far. Reiterated doubly when we go through a period of kind of losing a lot. But the last run was a loss that I can feel good about. I think we made one major mistake at the end, and the run was slightly spotty. Great spikes, a little light on units. If we had a third floor that could have done anything, we would have made it, even with the mistake we made on the fight. But it's okay. I'm still hoked. Hoked? Stoked and hopeful. Hoked. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Gorge abilities trigger an additional time. Is super... I mean, these are both super good. Playing a damage shield for 0 and getting 3 damage shield out of it, though, is also incredible. I think I gotta take that. Now, I know that you also had the Gorge abilities, but... So here's the thing also. Many people have told me, hey, NL, try the Architect. You don't respect the Architect version enough. Speaking of which, one second here. You just gotta give me a moment. I'm gonna turn this on. My fan is slightly too loud. Our AC is indisposed at the moment, much to my chagrin. There we go. Hopefully you can't hear the fan at all. If you can hear it, just... You might hear a little... But it's okay, because it's for my comfort, which is going to make the video better. In some ways. In all ways. I don't know. So check this out. We're going to do it like this. You're dazed. We knew that was coming. Totally did not forget. You'd have to be an idiot to think I forgot about that. We could play a restore, but I think I'm going to try to get some damage out there. I've heard that the Architect scales insanely well. And you can also put a Gorge unit on the same floor as the Architect, which kind of adds to its usefulness, of course. So you're dead no matter what. We can't make you live. So we basically played him to do 5 damage to nobody. We for sure are going to play everything. It's just a matter of how we're going to use it. I think that 1 extra energy, block 1 hit, and then get double restore is probably how we play it. Our Pyre's gonna take some serious damage here. Never thought I'd say this, brother, but where's my train stewards? So 1 of those kills you. That's great. 2 of those, as of right now, unnecessary. I think we'll get a heal, and also we'll decide... You have to take the damage shield, mostly so you die to the spikes to begin with. Alright, we gotta find a way to get out in front of you. So I think we definitely play our Primal Dust for 0, because it just does insanely well. Having done that. I think we put you back here. As strange as it might seem, now we get 6 turns of damage shield. Which is enough to really slow him down. Having no targeted backline damage is real frustrating, though. So we're going to play everything again. We're going to leave our champion up at the front. Oh, well. It makes sense. We're going to leave our champion up at the front there. At least with the spikes, the backline unit is going to die. Okay, I'm a little surprised, but we made it. Alright, that was scary, but I'm stoked that we got through it. We need units desperately. Dunka, da dunka, 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 da dunka. I actually feel like Immortal Trade is not that bad to keep our champion alive. Getting 2 energy... I think we gotta go Perils of Production, though. The extra energy, especially with some expensive spells, is gonna be worth a lot. We need targeted damage so we can kill these backline supports and, like, ranged units before they become a problem. And I wanted an Umbra unit because we got great Gorge ability, but it is what it is. Actually... I don't know how you're gonna scale, but I want you to scale. So I think I basically just want you to be stronger and tankier, and then hopefully you can get out of control. I don't really want to purge any cards, quite frankly, but I don't really have anything else to upgrade, so I guess, to be honest, we could purge, like a regen And I probably, after that, would consider purging a Shade Splitter. I don't think we want... but we need units so badly. But we really struggle to kill enemies right now. I think we leave this off. We need a unit that does more damage. The end. So you need to come out here. We'll try to keep you alive. And then you're fine. And then we'll give you actually more damage, but also some spikes. Make your life a little bit easier. So I think we have 2 okay floors right now. So let's look at this. The collector's getting away. We should have played our champion on the 3rd floor. I'll own up to that. Why don't you get a little bit more HP? You can give us some energy next turn. And honestly, you're doing great. I think maybe we'll just put a train steward on our 2nd floor, because we have capacity there, so why not? And our sweep unit's getting a little stronger. We're liking that. You're making it through right now. I'd prefer if you didn't, but there's not a whole lot I can do to stop you, to be honest. I think I'm gonna give you some spikes. This now creates a situation where there's a chance we could kill you next turn. And we will take the energy for sure. Okay. So again, spikes and sweep is amazing here. This is doing unbelievably good stuff. We basically just won, quite frankly. You're gonna give lifesteal. We're actually gonna put perils of production on you, and then we're gonna give you 8 damage shield, and that's good enough. I'm surprised, pleasantly surprised at how well that went. Still need units. Definitely, I mean, dude, the damage shields are so good. Mine collapse, though. A lot of good energy plays you can get off of that, so why not? And, I actually think that with all the spike ability we've got, maybe a razor sharp edge on our sweep unit can let it, like, really start to tick, and then it could gorge some HP units, maybe. Sadly, our only unit is here, but we definitely need it. And I think that, for certain, we like the spike unit right now. And to make the spike unit a little tankier would be nice. Although, I'm also looking at... No, the only other thing we could do is put quick. Who cares? It's a new voice I'm trying out. Guy who doesn't care about things. Who cares? Don't really have any other characterization of him yet. You know my philosophy on this. Generally speaking, I prefer to take the Hellhorn draft pick. I think these are all terrible. I think that was a bad draft. Although, we play this, we could give 40 more HP to our spike unit, but 40 more max HP. But I'm going to tell you straight up, we're never going to be able to heal it to the... I mean, unless we get some cards that would make it relevant. I don't think it's... Basically, full stop, I don't think it's worth having the Imp in the deck right now. For the one meager effect that might give us a benefit, but probably won't. Constructed explosives explode twice is bad because it basically hits us at our worst possible... Like, our most sensitive problem right now is our units don't have that much HP. This is insane, though. I'm just thinking. I really don't mind the idea. I know, like, the spikes are so good. But I don't mind the idea of, like, a train steward. And, that's a good morsel, though. But I don't mind the idea of a train steward and a morsel, just making it so that they don't lose much HP. And now they're becoming quite a potent unit here. This has to happen. This is exactly what we wanted out of this. Now we can definitely afford to also make you stronger. And then 1 energy. Doesn't really matter where we put it, I guess. We need some Umbra Gorges. That's what we're looking for right now. So you explode twice, which is an insane problem, for sure. So we'll probably end up playing the Primal Dust for 0 on you. I think we like this. This gives us another Slay trigger. I mean, I'm really happy with the relic we took. Let's leave it at that for the time being, but I am stoked. I mean, I think we'd maybe do better by not even playing this, but We get way more Slay triggers, but you also get way more hurt. And by way more hurt, I mean 5 more hurt. Okay, well, we will do that, at least to protect you a little bit, but... We've got this on lock down here. We just need to be able to keep our Thorned Hollow alive, which is admittedly... I mean, they're going to take a real nasty hit here. There's not a whole lot we can do about that one. We'll give the Thorn... Oh, we can't even play that down there? That's okay. We'll get some Heavy Gorges. And then our Train Steward last-ditch floor can start to come out here. Alright, we're on the final wave. You're taking 206, which is still really good. We'll put 3 damage shield on you, for certain. You're gonna die in the first hit regardless, so we might as well hit you. Damage and spikes, honestly, probably belongs to you more than anybody else. You do 9 damage. This should make you take 1 more hit, which is really good. And there you go. Okay, I mean, everything's fine right now. I would say we need more units to make more capacity useful, but we're gonna take more capacity, because quite frankly, we just need it. I really like Unleash the Wildwood, and to make it holdover is just insane. I mean, you know what I'm gonna say. I don't really think the Shadow Eater is that good. But we don't need a tank at all. Right now. But we don't summon it at all. So I guess we are going to take the Shadow Eater. I don't really like it, to be honest, but we're going to take it. I don't know where you put it, because we got to summon too many morsels to make it worthwhile, but and we need a number of units. Okay, so like a real Gorge unit. We're going to take Morsel Maker, and then get that going with the Shadow Eater, hopefully. But it's real funky. We know for certain. Train Stewards, you got basically no reason to exist anymore. And then for duplication, I would say, personally, like a duplicated Unleash the Wildwood, for now, is pretty nice to keep our units alive. We were kind of struggling with that. And then, you know, here we go. The Architect 2 gets to 50-30, and maybe can be our top floor monster, you know? We're not going to turn this on, because I think this, as good as the run has gone so far, is a little fragile. But we like Thorned Hollow at the bottom is majestic, is beautiful. You're not doing too much right off the bat, I'll admit. Penumbra goes up here, and then we're going to give you 2 heals, which is not quite going to kill our Absolver, but... You know, we want those spikes to get started. Okay, so the Sweep Lord is tough because these guys are both cost 2, which is not good. But I think we get the Sweep Lord down here. Although he's admittedly not very strong to begin with. Dunky Dunka. Dunk Dunk. We could get a Morsel Maker on this floor, but I think that's basically, forgive me for saying so, I think it's kind of just stupid, but I might be wrong. So the Shadow Gorger instead, we'll play him as a big body that does nothing, and we can always still summon morsels on his floor, so that doesn't bother me at all. You're gonna make it and keep adding garbage to our deck, which is just devastating. Hold on. Plus 2 and lifesteal. So I recognize the use of the Shadow Gorger, but lifesteal is good enough that I want you to have it. Plus 3. I don't really care about you gorging for now, to put it quite frankly. So I think I'd rather just put it up here. We really need the Morsel Maker to make it pop off. And then you're going to get a ton of damage shield to keep you alive. Because really our Shadow Gorger at the present moment exists just to set up for the future. Dunky Dunka. Okay, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. We don't really have anything to morsel up. I still think you make our spike unit as strong as possible. As tanky as possible. This deck is becoming clear. It was like a superstar early, but now it's getting a little wonky. Mind Collapse is not going to get you there. I will say, at least now you're doing like some damage. Plus 3. Probably put it up here, honestly. Pyre's taking some hits, but our sweep unit is doing some heavy lifting. Personally, I would probably say you do that. This may not do anything. It did something, not much, but something. And so we really got to find a way to play Shadow Gorger and Morsel Maker faster. God, our deck. It's so bad. Oh, well, we got you. The Train Steward Shadow Gorger combo. Ye of little faith. Ye of little faith. Descend enemy, friendly and enemy units on this floor. That is a way to set things up nicely. I don't know, you know what I'm realizing now? What if you had a Shadow Gorger at the front and you played the champion behind? Can we even fit that on a floor? Shadow Gorger costs 3 capacity. We could. So basically, effectively, the Penumbra is 0 capacity, but you have to be able to play them in the first place. So if you get Shadow Gorger first, you could go Shadow Gorger champion, or well, you're not going to get it first, but you can go champion Shadow Gorger. Okay. I don't think we need a Descend. I don't. We don't have enough energy to make this work, and this is just not... It runs counter to what I want. I think Preserved Thorns is pretty okay. I can't believe we've never won with it. I have taken it before. Probably one of those decks I almost won with, but made a serious slip up and screwed it up. You know, I prioritize like removal, but I wonder if in this case it's not better to get our spells going a little faster. Like, what spells would we be looking to upgrade? Cheaper Sharpen is pretty good. I don't know. I don't think this is the right time to pay for unit upgrades, even though Shadow Gorger sucks. I think we just need energy next time, and then we can play Shadow Gorger and Morsel Maker faster. A Rail Spike. Upgrade a unit with +20/+20 and Purge, or a magic spell gets Purge. We're gonna make a killer Train Steward who's gonna Purge. It's very nice. We chose not to get removal, so getting removal anyway, pretty sweet. I think making a renewable... Oh, you won't let me put this on the... Okay, that's fine. We still get a renewable 2 damage shield for 0 is just aggressively incredible. And then that getting even better. So that does 13 damage for 0 now. And now Sharpen is cheap. I think we for sure reroll. And then a holdover is, I mean, come on. 2 damage shield per turn, every turn. And then make your other Sharpen cheap. And we're down to 0. Anytime you get down to exactly 0 gold, you feel like you did the right thing. We still have a long way to go to... No. Oh, come on, are you kidding me? We still have a long way to go to make this run what I would describe as functional. So I think you go Shadow Eater. He's taking a horrible hit here. I think you go Shadow Eater. I think you put Penumbra back. And then you put Shattered Shell up here. And then you can start getting Gorges here, even without a Morsel Maker. And we don't have a Morsel Maker. So what do you play? Well, I think you come out. You're going to take some hits. But on the other hand, you're going to get 3 Slay triggers here, which is awesome. We know we want this. This will kill you. As for this, we're just going to smack you around a little bit. We like the heal. We get to play both of these. I would say you get spikes and a little bit of damage, so now you can actually do something. And I think we just want to expedite the process for our Slay unit there. And this is great now. These guys are burning themselves out. So we definitely want to play Morsel Maker. Oh, we got plays. So Morsel Maker comes down. Mind Collapse we're going to play for 0. So we don't have Slay triggers here, so we don't care about this at all. Just get that out there. Then... I really think you would just summon 2 morsels anyway. And you might as well do it with a unit that's gorging. I think. And then Why don't you take 2 damage shield, and you take 3 for this turn. Now, we knew this guy was making it. There's not a whole lot we can do about that one. You healing to full is just disgusting. And makes me wish we took the Transcend Imp. I'll own up to that. I wish we took the Transcend Imp on that one. Probably is most beneficial to just put more spikes on the front unit. And in terms of healing, you might as well get more spikes. And then we'll just make you have more damage shield here. We do suffer from an inability to deal a lot of damage quickly. That's our one biggest complaint right now. This should stop you or at least slow you way down. I think we like it. But you can see it's... the dream is coming true. I think. Okay, so we want Perils of Economy, or Perils of Production, there you go. You're taking 368. We can put 7 damage shield on you, which is really nice. Do we want 7 damage shield on you? I think we might. You're almost dead, just off of that. I'm realizing now, the Shadow Gorger Morsel Maker combination is actually not very good on Relentless. I was of the opinion that Morsel Maker would keep summoning morsels during the Relentless waves, but that's not the case. I think we can fit a Cannibalize, quite frankly. These are a little tougher. Healing is not an issue because of Unleash the Wildwood right now, and our damage shields, so we don't really need to go there. This is free relic territory. Maybe it's not free relic territory, because we kind of need, I think we need some pyre health, unfortunately. It's tricky. It's a tricky one. I'm gonna take the free relic. I think this is our path to victory in the full game. Oh, hey. We have sweep units, so Jackstrips is good, but I don't think it's as good. I think Priory's Cloak, we can get off some big heals that'll do a lot for us. Make a unit 1 capacity. Oh, no. Okay, I know this one. Yeah, I'll spend gold on this. I'll start with health. Then I'm going gold. Then I'm going gold. Then I'm going gold. Apply damage shield to the first friendly unit summoned each turn. Yeah, I mean, we spent like 5 health and 75 gold on that. That's pretty good. That's a great deal. Don't mind this consuming. And then, honestly, why not make a sharpen free? I doubt at the present moment, I doubt we're gonna live through this fight. But we might. We might. Guardians having rage is actually great for us because they'll blow themselves out on the spikes rather than relying on raw damage from our units, which is great because our units don't have that much raw damage right now. So we like this and then this. We know this is coming out here. We could summon you here, but it's not the right fit, even though you get a Slay trigger. It's better to put you up here. And then why don't you just go ahead and take 3 damage shield. Now we're going to get a Slay trigger here. You're going to be dangerous. It's hard to stop you, quite frankly. So we know we like this. It'll at least slow these guys down. You kind of need to be stronger faster. Sadly, that does nothing except to give you armor. My bad. And then you'll take 2 damage shield. Oh. I worry about our pyre. That's what I'm worried about right now. I mean, you're always worried about the pyre, but I'm like, the pyre in particular is the most devastating part here. You're gonna hit it 3 times, which is almost gonna kill it. You have sweep, so the morsels are not gonna make it. We'd actually rather you didn't have spikes yet. But we definitely do want you to have spikes. And some damage doesn't hurt. I'll just call it, like, we got problems. You can't, huh? Well, I'd still rather give you this. I think our Pyre's gonna die right here, and we're gonna be forced into a second run. But it is what it is. How much damage are you doing? 9. Oh, we have nothing that can stop you, quite frankly. So I think we just... Yeah. I thought that run was getting there, but to be honest, I felt like we didn't get any of the Gorge units we needed to really get a lot of damage done. So I don't... Like, I'm not upset about that one. I just think, really, we were fishing for, like, a unit that's good at that sort of stuff, and we didn't get it. Alright, fine. I'll play Stygian. You want me to play Stygian Awoken? I'll play Stygian Awoken. Apparently, the Hellhorn just don't exist anymore. I really like Sweep early. I think it does so much for us, especially for like beating trials. Enemy units appear on each floor. I will turn it on. So that wasn't a super disappointing loss. It was more one where I'm like, I get it. We know what's coming here. Definitely best. I think you take your chances here. All we need is units to come up in front to run a little block for us. Ladies and gentlemen, we've kind of got them. Okay, but it's gonna get discarded right here anyway, but still. Alright, so one train steward lives here. We take a bunch of gold. We got a brief respite. Pretty much everywhere, your respite's gonna be brief. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, our boss is gonna do, like, a lot of damage. And there's not a whole heck of a lot we can do to stop it. But we did pretty well against the minions. We did pretty well against the minions. Never forget that. So we'll make you slightly stronger, because you're going to live slightly longer. And really, we just want to hit you for 25. We got no means to target the healer until the end of this one, which is the real kick in the teeth. 57. This doesn't really help us, but it could be worse. We're certainly not taking very much advantage of spell weakness, but we did get the trial done, so we get enough gold to get a pretty serious upgrade. Definitely, I think Ice Tornado, along with our spell weakness, is what we're looking for. I have a tendency to like Glimmer, but no, I think Glimmer's the right play, honestly. We need not necessarily AoE, but we need to be able to hit backline units. If we get some heals out of it, then that's cool too. Now, we can make one super unit. I'm telling you, this is our super unit. Can we give it, if we give it large stone, what can go down on the same floor with it? Our champion, which is kind of all we want right now. So you become quite nasty, and guess what? You start with some extra spikes. We're gonna... Oh, we can't really reroll the fish for multi-strike, though it would be sick. I'm just gonna give you 30 damage instead, and we will purge... I think we're gonna start early and purge these train stewards. I really don't see anything making it past the first floor if we get to summon the unit down there. Armor 10? I choose to turn this on. This is very scary. But this unit is strong enough that I think it can make it happen. So we want the unit. We got the unit. You come down here. Great start. Now we got some spell weakness on these guys too, which is insanely good for us. And believe it or not, we're actually going to put the Sharpen on the backline unit so we get a kill there. But really, the spell weakness now is kind of the meat and potatoes here that allows us to kill you. Although, if we're going to do it this way, you want to make sure you die first. Then get you. You don't matter to us anymore. You get rejuvenated. And now we got some spikes coming out there. Okay, you're seeing it. I know you're seeing it. Should have played Glimmer first, maybe. You, I don't really care what you do. We'll just put a train steward there. Great stuff. Truly fantastic stuff. Now, we got to get out of the habit of messing with it when we're in a good position, but the boss had sweep there, which is I should have paid attention to as well. But that was totally fine. We don't have any offering abilities yet, so I don't love this. A second Ice Tornado, I would much rather invest in the Ice Tornado and dupe it if possible. I think we're actually okay on that for now. I feel like none of these are that relevant either. I know, normally you want to take a lot here, but it doesn't appeal to me that much just yet. I think we need a unit that hurts. So now we do want cheap spells and a lot of draw, but we need a unit that... We already have a sweep unit that does little damage. Now we want a unit that can, like, pog up a little bit. A Glimmer every turn does do a lot if we could get holdover on it, but or if we duped it, but do we really want to dupe that? I don't think so. I think we maybe want a Stygian unit and see what... This is what we're looking for. We want a tank out in front, and then if we could think about how we want to set this up. You being quick right now does not matter. However, if we can add to your offense at some point in the future, it matters a lot. We will choose to purge a spell. And you know what? It's such a bad idea. Let's yeet Preserve and see what it comes back with. Because it does cost 0. So if it comes back with like a couple of good effects, we'll be really happy to see it. But for now, it's, you know, it makes our deck slightly worse because we do have super incants. But I think this is okay for now. We should be okay against the boss. So we want our spike unit. We got our spike unit. You play the spike unit, you play the sweep unit. You play the songs that remind you of the good times. You play the songs that remind you of the best times. Now maybe we actually, well, now that I think about it, it was definitely the right idea to not play a train steward on the top floor. But we do have to figure out how we're going to set this up, because we need these two guys to share a floor. And you explode twice? No, you have damage shield. Alright, I mean, it sucks. But in order to set up our floor, sure, let's... I'll own up to the fact that just... I shouldn't have played it like that. We should have left the middle floor open. You are taking 14, which sucks. I would be inclined to honestly... Wow, that did nothing. I was hoping it would hit the unit twice, but that's not how that went down. So you're just gonna blow up in my face. Okay. I think you guys are doing okay down here. Maybe like this. Let's get some extra armor coming out here and some extra HP. And then... Honestly, I think we'll just play another restore right here. To try to make this floor a little bit stronger and atone for our earlier mistakes. You're going down, kind of regardless. I think this is like it's a great Glimmer. Because we get the spikes as well. But I think we'll also give you some spikes. Which also hits a double in can. That was fast. Did that feel fast to anybody else? That felt fast to me. You're not dying. Okay, let's not play Ice Tornado then. Let's save that up. But you're only taking 87. Yikes. You're still not dying. You're definitely dying now. But our bottom floor is not accomplishing much, except it's putting on 4 turns of spell weakness. So if we hit you with a super spell following that point, we may like it. Super spell? We didn't get a super spell. We got a pretty good spell. 240. You're not going to kill us. You're going to hurt a little. I think we deserve to get hurt a little on that one. Okay. So I think energy beats capacity right now. Man, we haven't had Channel Song in forever. Let's try it. Now we need something on our second floor. I would probably say that the sentry is a good, like, pseudo-offensive tank. Does really well against multi-strike units. I'm a fan, I think. Now I think we need some pyre health. Let's see what you got for me. So, spell weakness 2 or frostbite. We're gonna put on some extra frostbite, I think, just to slow units down. Now, you being cheaper would be amazing. Plus 10 magic power. It's really good on Glimmer. It's really good on Ice Tornado, too. And then I think we'll spend our last remaining gold on a Purge, because these Train Stewards are... I can't be trusted with them. Let's put it that way. I keep using them incorrectly, but I think we got a good unit set up. We're turning on no trials. We don't do enough damage on one floor to kill all enemies that heal to full. We just can't do it. I don't want to give the impression I'm just saying no to every single challenge. This is not my intention. So I love this. I know we either want you on the top floor or we want you on the second floor. I think we're going to put you on the second floor. And then let's give you more spikes. Oh, but you get incant. Whatever. It is what it is, right? You already have 4 spikes. 4 damage to each enemy. It's really, how do you want to do it? 4 damage to each enemy at the front or 4 damage to each enemy at the back? I think we want it at the front. It's very similar, but I think it does better for us at the on the tanky unit. So you got to come up here. That's a given. You're gonna do 6 damage. The problem, as you can ascertain, is that Titan's Gratitude had a pretty decent chance of discarding the other Titan's Gratitude. You're toasted already now, which is fantastic news. Now we need this guard on the top floor. And then, quite frankly, I do think we play an Ice Tornado. And then I think we just try to make sure this unit can stay healed. The more the merrier on that. So what are we drawing? It's either a Train Steward or a Train Steward with Channel Song. Well, it is worth it because we have the space at the back here. And we'll just keep you... I know you got incant, but we got to build up for the future. Oh, we had 1 more spell, dude! I forgot we had 4 energy because I very rarely take energy early in the game now. You're doing great. You're doing great. Get Glimmered Sun, okay? And then, are you Glimmering Sun? I'm familiar with memes. I've heard of them. This is not bad. We don't have a sweep unit, so you getting spikes might be beneficial. Let's think about this. You're going to take 21, then you're going to take 7. I don't think a Restore is going to help you, quite frankly. 289. I feel like maybe does a little better on one of you. I think it does. I think it does. Remember, there's going to be good frostbite, good spell weakness, so even if you got 300 HP, it's not that bad. So we pretty much have to start here. It discarding Glimmer sucked, but guess what? We won, so who cares? Okay, okay. It's okay. Everything's alright. Something in your hand that you wanna play. Play it alright, it'll be okay. We can fit the mage. We can definitely fit the mage. This will make our regen so much better too. Let's try it. This is, I'll admit, I think it's a good card. I'm mostly taking it because if we win, it'll turn gold. Add a frozen to your card in your hand, or restore 2 health to Pyre if you don't play it. I'm gonna have you hold on to it for now. If you could get it to like 5, I mean 2 is pretty good, but if you could get it to 5, that would be swell. Now we need to make our unit stronger, even with a mere modicum of gold. When you play your 3rd spell, all cards gain +1 magic power for the remainder of battle. I think that's better than a 50% chance of 1 spell weakness, but I do think they're kind of close. I understand that maybe it might seem tempting to make Mollusk Mage work there, but I don't think that's your play, honestly. I don't think that's your play. So I think Siren of the Sea being quick, we need to make you a little stronger. I still don't think we reroll. It's just kind of an awkward amount of gold to have, but I feel much more confident about where we're at now. Multi-strike versus spikes is pretty good, but these units become a serious problem. I think we just play it safe right now. This is not a run where I feel like we're crushing it. I feel like we're doing sensibly, but things could go pretty wrong pretty quickly. So sadly, I don't think we can play our champion on the bottom here. I think you just stick to the plan. You set it up like that. Forget about the Train Steward. I guess if you want it, you could put your champion at the top, but it doesn't really do that much for you. And probably will wipe one of you out rather than get the incant triggers. And we could play champion here. Yeah, I don't mind it. And I'm not going to play the Train Steward because we really need the large stone Spike Boy in front, which we were lucky enough to draw. And then on the bottom, we can play our other units that are like Frostbite driven. This seems okay. So this floor is handled, basically. Titan's Gratitude doesn't do too much for us on this floor. So I think we'd like regen here. And then honestly, just save ourselves a little bit of the damage here. I think it's worth more than the incants. Now, I would prefer if you didn't die. That would still be pretty sick. I guess... It's a tough choice. I really think we play Mollusk Mage at the top. To try to get like a because we can't play it here anyway. We'll get a multiplicative benefit out of our spells. But I don't think we're going to play a Sharpen right away. I think we're going to go for like heavy heals that also give spikes. +1 magic power, let's go. Well, we knew something like that was coming. So these have +1 magic power, huh? Well, I think we go yes, and then yes. You're dead. And we get the magic power. And all of a sudden... It's all starting to come together. As expected there, but, you know, you do fit nicely there. You're done. Yo, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Alright, we got a lot of interesting stuff going on here. Certainly, an early Glimmer is totally fine. I would think maybe you Sharpen up here, which does not allow us to play Ice Tornado, which is my bad, quite frankly. This has got to be worth more than anything else. Plus, we get the magic power. Pretty good Frostbite, but this is our floor. This is our floor for spell weakness, and you're already dead. No, Captain, your men are already dead. All right, we got some good effects. Seraph devours our spells, which is not great, but say it with me. It is what it is. I think we take the Guardian Stone. I think this is very good as well. But the reason we take the Guardian Stone, is so when we get capacity, we can make that super incant floor even better. Okay, so now when they don't play you, you're going to restore 5 pyre health. That seems really good. And we don't care about freezing cards for the most part regardless. So I think it's even better. This is kind of a no-brainer, for me at least. We need the removal. We're over 30 cards, which is kind of like my internal alarm starts ringing. Both Train Stewards have no reason to exist anymore. I want to look at our preserve. It's permafrost. So you're telling me every turn that this stays in our hand, we're going to heal for 5? Allow me to be the first to say, what? But I do feel like we don't want holdover on anything, or not holdover, permafrost on anything right now. So I think that's an easy reroll, quite frankly. The super glimmer is still nice. Reroll gave us double stack. I mean, if we're gonna play it, then we might as well double stack it. Spike's 8 is really nice, and then we'll make it cheaper as well. And then might as well make a Frozen Lance Consume. It's kind of cheap removal. So this is where we died on our last one. I feel like this one's definitely way better. You're gonna make our deck worse. But we have a lot of pyre sustenance as a result of the permafrost. Assuming it works. If I'm reading the words on the card correctly, it should work. So, I would say, based on last time, we really don't mind that. Which would mean this is okay. This would go here. You guys aren't making it up. We would accept the pyre damage. We would just accept the pyre damage. Because once we get our permafrosts, we should be healing 5 per turn, although that also strikes me as being truly insane. So I think we want this up here, and then the Siren. And the Mollusk Mage can take a different floor. This doesn't do too much for us, but... I mean, maybe we want to just get a Super Incant going up here instead then. Yeah, that seems right. We healed for 5. Oh my god, we're healing for 5 per turn. That's so insanely good. It means we counter out this Ultimate Penance if we want to. So you guys are doing great. How's things going down here? Honestly, not that bad. We will play this regardless, just to see how it shakes out. I think we might as well still get this out there. Why not? And we're stacking up nice spell weakness on this boss. This is honestly one of the most overpowered things I've seen in this game, I think. Which I'm having a ball. I'm having a great time. Let's give you a nice little heal. Honestly, I think I'll give you some spikes and a little bit of damage, and also consume this. We do need to keep this front unit alive. It's a problem that I'm not going to deny. So Channel Song doesn't have access to anything right now, which is a bummer. You guys are facing strife, let's put it that way. You're living. You're doing great. I really think we'll give our champion quick, which is going to make... it's going to get our magic power trigger, but also it's going to make weak units. If they even lived long enough to get up here, they're not going to do much more after that. Channel Song does nothing for us, so we'll just restore you again. I definitely think energy is probably our next step, just so we can cast more spells. So 1 unit may make it to our pyre. I feel like I'm okay with that. And by the way, 1 unit will not make it to our pyre. Number 1 thing right now, making sure this guy lives. He's not in trouble, but something you'd like to watch out for. You're definitely dead. So, let's get a heavy restore. 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 And then I think Ice Tornado? Why not? And we just don't play anything. We lose 5. Big whoop. Alright, the final wave. You haven't taken very much damage. You got good spell weakness on you. And if you got spell weakness, we gotta hit you with a heavy spell weakness spell. Whatever it discards, it discards. You're only taking 102 damage. You're gonna kill me on the first hit. A Glimmer does enough then, because it allows you to live a little bit longer. And then for this, I honestly think maybe we just give you the spikes, because we also get the heavy incant ability. We'll heal for 5, but then I will say, on our next turn, we're probably going to play the Preserve for an incant trigger. And we do have 35 waves of Frostbite, which is really nice. We need you to live. That makes a huge difference. I still think we just get you with this, because you're already, this is as good as it's going to get up here. I think we'll hit you with this again, and I think we'll preserve a dead weight in order to get an incant trigger. How's that for an interesting play? 478. You have 3 spell weakness. This sucks because we drew trash. 482. Dead. Oh my god. We didn't need you to be dead because our pyre was full, but still. So I know I said we needed energy, but slightly earlier I said we needed capacity. I really think that went fine and indicates to us that energy is completely okay. I think we can go energy. Unleash the Wildwood is super nice. Holdover would make it better. I'm not sure if we need it, but it would make it better. Yeah, I don't think this is a capacity play right now. Free Relic is really nice. More than anything else, I think we have enough energy. We just need the magic power. I mean, you're both hanging out at the front. I don't mind that. You being stronger is helpful. I'm a little nervous about the end game of this run, but for now we got a great thing going. Spell weakness 2 or frostbite 20. I think we're a frostbite build, but it's kind of close. And we're probably not going to turn the trial on. Non-boss enemy units get +8. No, I'm not gonna do it. You can't make me do it. You can't make me do it. Just in case. Alright, so we like you on the bottom here. We like you 1 floor up. Got some magic power at least. Good frostbite. Got our spike unit, which is essential. Now we're getting the gold. Okay, what else happens here? Generally speaking, I think it's most important to get your floors handled as soon as possible. So you'd play this, and then, honestly, you healing to full is insane. Now you have 95 HP. Glimmer doesn't do that much for us here. But it keeps you in the game, which I appreciate. And then, you want quickness, or you want your double stack? I think we like the double stack spikes a little bit better right now. Quickness is relevant, but less relevant, I think. They're really just trying to make sure you live. So our pyre is golden right now. But we can use this, for now, we can use this for a free incant trigger. Because, our pyre's at full HP. So you're crushing it. You're taking some damage, so be it. I still think we'll probably just hit you with like that right there. We get some extra magic power. You're already doing okay on spikes. I'd rather you didn't take 10 damage, so getting that out there feels okay. Pretty bad draw, quite frankly. Now, I do want you to heal. And we don't have heals coming next turn, so I think you need both of these. Although I would also love to Just get more spikes going on my spike champion. My spike champion's goal is not really to kill enemies right now. Their goal is pretty much to let our champion put frostbite and spell weakness on you. So you're taking 58 damage. I think you do it as follows. Seems acceptable to me. Our top floor is really the odd one out. I'm not going to deny that. You're still doing okay. It's a big glimmer there. The spell weakness did a lot. Honestly, you could use the spikes. And then quickness. Why don't we give you... No, why don't we give you quickness? This might allow you to put on one extra stack of frostbite and spell weakness before the... like, on the boss wave. So this is a huge heal, but it also works very well up a floor. But it works pretty well here as well, so let's do that. And then, we definitely want you to get nice heals. And then we get a little extra magic power on that. You get stronger the more damage you take. This might be the end of us. Spikes and frostbite are you're gonna scale pretty quickly. 438. The thing is, I gotta hit you. 446. 446. 446. You're gonna have a lot of frostbite and a lot of spell weakness. And then you're gonna one-hit every enemy on the next floor. 290, huh? Okay, just work with me on this one. Really, because you're gonna kill everyone in one hit. You get the bonus here. 308. You have 4 turns of spell weakness. Doesn't really matter where we cast these. 312. Now you get... Oh, yeah, you still get hit with that. Oh, baby! Oh, ho, ho, ho. I don't know if we can fit this guy anywhere. I'm gonna hit you with a no, believe it or not. We don't have a big spike or sting play. We say no to those. I am skeptical about our ability against the final boss, but I'm also hopeful about our ability against the final boss. We don't really need pyre health, but dude, do we need units? I don't think so. So I think this is the right path. And then we'll look at relics. This is actually potentially could save us on the final wave. So assuming we make it to the final wave, I'm gonna be real stoked that that exists. Making you a little cheaper, never hurt anybody. And plus 10 magic power. Honestly, like, our restores are... We're really trying to keep our units alive, which is touchy. And here we go. I would give us, like, a 35% chance of making this work here, but... What do I know at the end of the day? It's an interesting... It's definitely an interesting run. We did better than I would have expected. So, Frostbite unit comes down, assuming they won't die. Followed by Mollusk Mage. We do want to consume the Restore. Because the Titan's Gratitude is a little bit more necessary. A little spooky. So, I mean, it's more than a little spooky. We didn't draw the unit we needed to draw. So, instead, are we okay with this unit getting heated? Yes. But we do need to cast one more spell on this floor. So we will consume another Restore, and it's over. We will lose this run. I didn't realize how much of our success hinged on drawing our spike unit relatively quickly. Oh, so there's one potential way out of this that I see right now. We play the Preserve on the Thorned Hollow. You guys, I'm just going to level with. I don't really care if the Mollusk Mage dies. It's all about Spike Lord right now. You're going to do some damage. This is going to seem wonky. I mean, it is wonky, but you're going to die. You're going to die. You're going to get played next turn. Might as well take you out. Yeah. So, I mean, this is the only way I see out of this conundrum. And it's not a high percentage chance. How you doing over here? You need some more spikes. But I think we need to keep you alive as well. Alright. I mean, it's going to be insanely delicate. This would be... I would give us like a 2% chance of winning now. It requires some kind of miracle. Step 1 would be like draw Glimmer on this one. We have no units that can get hit by Channel Song. Unleash the Wildwood is insanely good there. So I do love that, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna let you through. It's real not good. By the way, there's a Glimmer in this deck somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it exists. Yeah, I mean, we can't keep you alive. Quite frankly, we can't keep you alive. So now our focus exclusively becomes this floor right here. And whether or not we have the capabilities to maybe become, you know, it's a one-floor dream, but it's not going to happen. We just ran out of sauce. Unfortunately. Don't get me wrong, though. I think we can put up some pretty good sustenance until the end. We're on final wave. We need our frozen card. This might actually be the end of us. Like this wave that's on the middle right now, I think is gonna screw us. These draws, dude. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm still pretty happy with the way this run went. We just ran out at the very, very end, but for now, I mean, let's get Channel Song out there. That was still pretty good, and it didn't matter what we played there, because this one is torched, but yikes. For now, though, thanks for watching. I had a great time on this run. Again, I think we moved the needle, so to speak. I think intellectually we got a little bit stronger. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, you watched all 1 hour and 3 minutes of it, basically. Please do click the like button. It helps me out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya.